Will be doubled with the wet weather as we take the start with Jerry Taylor, nearly running into the back of Richard Hay. Rob Jenkinson around the outside on the right-hand side of the picture into the first corner. It looked as though Ross Bygrave got a better start from the second row than Matt Bentley did from the first row. Bygrave into second place as Jerry Taylor goes through Hollywood. Down the Craner curves they go for the first time, and Bentley now back up into second place. Bygrave in third. The white machine is John Ingram in fourth place, then Richard Hay, and down inside Jerry Taylor comes the 22 car of Stephen Worley. Taylor's off, well recovered. Have to get rid of some of the mud on his tyres as he drops down the order now. So Jerry Taylor with plenty of work to do, started only in 7th position, and he won't have been too happy with his qualifying pace. Very tightly packed field as they come through Coppice Corner. Jamie Unwin inside Rob Durrant. Durrant spins and Jerry Taylor spins in avoidance. Waiting for the impact there that didn't come. He's over the mud again on the inside at Coppice. There is Rob Durrant. He'll have to spin round at the back of the pack. And away he goes. Qualified in a fine 8th position for his first race of the season as a novice, but out of the action. Richard Hay now, car number 21, looking to make a move on the 2 yellow-nosed machines ahead of him. And he's got Stephen Worley right behind. That is just behind the lead 2 or 3 cars. Rob Jenkinson, meanwhile, has checked out. What an enormous margin he's got. Matt Bentley in 3rd place now as he chases Ross Bygrave. There is Stephen Worley and Richard Hay, 22 and 21 respectively, and Worley's got past Hay down the Craner curves through the old hairpin. These two again, regular front-running contenders last season. Ross Bygrave in 2nd place. Coming up to Coppice, no sign at all of the leader. Rob Jenkinson has cleared off completely from this battle. Matt Bentley in 3rd place, Stephen Worley in 4th, Richard Hay in 5th place. And that is Ross Bygrave pulling off at the side of the road there, going very slowly indeed. It looks as though he's lost all power for some reason. The whole field going by him as the Dayglow orange nose of Stephen Worley takes to the front of this chasing peloton. 2nd place is Bentley, 3rd place is Hay. Behind them, John Ingram heading the rest of the field in that white pack. But Rob Jenkinson a long way down, turning off the end of the straight even as the 2nd place battle, which we're looking at here, comes onto it. Richard Hay again having a look down the inside as they get to Redgate. Riding with Jerry Taylor once more, now right down the order after 2 spins in the opening couple of laps. Fighting his way through back marker traffic, not up amongst the leaders as he should be. Here is the battle for 2nd place then. Richard Hay in 2nd in car number 21. Around the outside, Matt Bentley takes John Ingram, and that settles the 3rd place battle. And this is Ross Bygrave's machine in the pits. Some sort of ignition or fueling problem, and Bygrave is absolutely disgusted with the mechanical troubles. So this big battle now. They can't catch the leader, no hope at all, but going 3 wide onto the Starkey Straight under the bridge past the exhibition centre at Donington Park, and anybody could come out of this one out front. Matt Bentley looks to be the horse with the nose ahead at the moment, edging down the inside, the number 11 machine. There is the orange car of Rob Griffiths behind John Ingram. Griffiths started on the outside of row 10 of the grid in 20th place. Matt Bentley on the left-hand side of the picture, just recovering after getting onto the dirt, loses a couple of spots there. Richard Hay now safely in 2nd place, has broken away from this group. Rob Griffiths and Peter Mangan, who started stone last, right up in the leading order now. Coming down the hill, still Matt Bentley struggling with what seems to be a very oversteering car at the moment. Rob Griffiths, the orange machine, kicks up the dirt as he tries to get alongside Bentley in the number 12 car. And they are being hounded from behind. Look at that, there's a 7 or 8 strong group there. This is the battle now for 3rd place, Unwin and Ingram. Ingram with the red nose and roll cage, Unwin with the blue nose and roll cage. And still the battle continues behind, and sliding across the grass, Peter Mangan just outbraking himself going into Goddard's, sliding across, does no damage to anybody else, but his own chances have taken a severe knock. Started stone last after qualifying, and here's the man who started on pole position. Jenkinson leading the race comfortably as Matt Bentley goes off in a big way, all the way down the inside of the Craner curves. Luckily doesn't rejoin in the middle of the racing line. With Jerry Taylor now. Coming down Starkey Straight into the braking area for Goddard's. Car with the red light glowing at the back is Ross Bygrave out of the pits and back in the race. He's a lap down though in the middle of these midfield cars. Alex Pilgrim right ahead, pointing to the outside to Jerry Taylor, then changing his mind as he needs the outside line to get round Redgate. Right ahead of them is Ross Bygrave. Bygrave not even on the same lap as those guys, never mind this lead battle. This is for third place. Unwin in the middle, and a very wide line again from Rob Griffiths. The car really not wanting to do what he wants down here at the old hairpin. Ride with Jerry Taylor again. The 96 machine ahead of him is Pilgrim. And you can see the red light glowing at the back of Ross Bygrave's car. Oh, and Bygrave locks up. He's hit somebody, knocked them off the track, and that's absolutely inexcusable. It was Hugh Hayden, car number 36, who Bygrave knocked off. Well, Ross Bygrave has been in the pits. He's absolutely in contention for nothing in this race. He should not be taking other people out of the race who might be racing for position or for points. Don't know what Ross Bygrave thinks he's doing. If he's going to go out there and drive around to enjoy himself, then the very least he could do is allow everybody else to use the racetrack as well. Oh, David Garrett losing it coming out of Goddard's and never quite getting it back again. Just, I think, slight contact there with the pit wall as well. Meanwhile, here comes Ingram, being chased by Griffiths, Unwin, and the yellow car is John Stack. Jerry Taylor now right with Ross Bygrave. Taylor had better watch his P's and Q's, I think, trying to get around Bygrave. Bygrave fighting for position, even though he is at least one lap down on Jerry Taylor. And I have to say, I don't think Jerry Taylor will be best pleased with this. Though Bygrave is a lap down, it's not because his car is a lot slower than anybody else's, it's because he's been in the pits with it, and it certainly seems to be going well at the moment. Matt Betley, after that long grassy excursion down the Craner Curves, coming into the pits as well. Meanwhile, this battle continues. John Ingram holding off Rob Griffiths in the orange machine. Jamie Unwin, third place, fourth place, John Stack still. And is that Jerry Taylor coming up from behind? It is indeed. Safely gets by on Starkey Straight past Ross Bygrave. Bygrave now then in the middle of top 10 runners. Let's hope that he doesn't do anything to jeopardise their chances. Well, having said that, he immediately makes a move down the inside of Jerry Taylor. And the officials at the race meeting really should be flagging Ross Bygrave off the track by now. He's out of the race effectively, knocked somebody else off, and that should have been enough to have him brought into the pits. Jerry Taylor down into the old hairpin. And having spent a lap trying to get past Ross Bygrave, drafted past him on Starkey Straight, only to lose that place again. Not lose a place, in fact, but just to have Ross Bygrave ahead of him once more. Jerry Taylor, of course, now under threat from behind. Collision from Stephen Worley. So Jerry Taylor, as Worley goes off in a big way, obviously that collision upset him as well. And the white car just avoiding a collision there, Jack Newland. And here is Jamie Unwin. He's in the pits. He's got a problem with the car. That's not mechanical, that's as a result of this. Chasing Rob Griffiths here. He goes wide, wide, wide onto the dirt. And with the wet grass, it was never coming back from that one. Keeping his foot in, trying to rejoin the track. Oh, whipped round there. Hugh Hayden on the inside there, the orange car, incidentally. And Ross Bygrave